All right, Wyatt.
Yeah.
I believe this was another one of yours.
So
Yeah, we should have
have
back to back.
Have you watched these with me?
I've
you've
watched The Last Samurai.
I've
with
never
you.
watched it with you, but I saw it
You've
after
seen
he
it.
saw
Okay.
it.
These are both Last Samurai, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So the one on the left is the Last Samurai, Katsumoto, I believe his name is in the movie. He's telling Captain Algren, played by Tom Cruise, that a man could search his whole life for the perfect cherry blossom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And never find it, and it wouldn't be a wasted life.
Wow.
Right? It's one of my
Look, you see
it's
that?
got the bumps.
See
The
that?
goosebumps,
I got the goosebumps.
Right?
I don't know what it was. You saying Captain
Then-
Algren, and
What?
it gave me the goosebumps. Look, see, they're gone now.
Then at the end,
Interesting.
They put me in that moment.
they're on the field and all the samurai are dead. It's just Algren and Katsumoto.
Mm-hmm.
And Katsumoto's dying and Algren's holding him in his arms, right?
Mm-hmm.
After the sword has been plunged into Katsumoto's chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Algren is holding him, and Katsumoto just over Algren's shoulder sees the cherry blossom trees on the hill, and he just says, "They're perfect. They're all perfect."
I think that was a really, really good
Beautiful
moment. But I also think to build on that moment, when the moment he bows before the emperor or whatever his role was,
this photo here.
he bows and says, as a foreigner, he wasn't even a samurai, but he said, "If you wish it, I will kill myself in honor."
And then
take his own life.
Yeah.
and then he says, the emperor comes up to him and kneels before him, and says, "Tell me how he died." And he comes and he looks up and he says, "I'll tell you how he lived." Right?
That was beautiful.
Beautiful. The whole movie is like just beautiful.
That's a neighbor.
And the whole movie is beautiful. Very well shot, beautiful music.
Yeah. Dude,
And-
we got to watch that soon.
Yeah. Now that was one I was sitting. I had a party with my friend and stayed
Dude,
over
you
at his
were partying,
house.
dog.
It wasn't that kind of party. Come on.
Well, you were probably playing games.
Yeah, we were. And
That's a
but
party.
no,
though.
but I was like 20.
Yeah.
Right. So I stayed over at his house. And I woke up the next morning and I'm like, well, it's Saturday. He doesn't have to work. I'm sure he's going to sleep in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I looked through his movie rack and I saw The Last Samurai. I plugged that bad boy in. And at the end, I'm sitting on my friend's couch. His roommates are walking in and out. And I'm just like, whoo. Just watching this movie.
Yeah,
Because it's so powerful.
I remember when I watched The Last Samurai for the first time. Same as Joshua, this moment towards the end where he essentially adopted everything about the samurai culture onto himself, and how they were essentially slaughtered, pretty much.
Yeah.
They were slaughtered, just wiped out. And the movie itself is so epic, it pulls you in. And I think a part of what movies do to make them effective is it pull you in some fashion so that you can be present for the emotional moments, for the lessons, the messaging in the film that usually happens to the middle, to the end of the film. The Last Samurai is a great example of this.
Oh, yeah.
Because at the beginning, okay, so this is a little bit of a different motion, but when you know, your heart skips a beat out of fear, almost like, holy crap, like what's about to happen? It's in this movie for me when they're in the woods, they're seeing the samurais for the first time, and there's those slow motion shots, and they're coming up on them. They have their what do you call it? Their uniform.
Yeah, their armor.
Their armor.
Yeah.
And they have like the masks,
The masks,
and stuff.
yeah.
And they're like, I think they're running through fog on horses, and they come through the fog in slow motion. That is eerie. How cool that was.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of stuff brings you in real fast to the story, because you realize this isn't just like a drama about, some captain who's, I don't know. It's not.
It's been a while since you've seen the movie,
It's
huh?
been a while. I'm trying to say it's much more than just some kind of drama piece.
Yeah.
It's a work of art in the fashion, in the way it's presented visually, the way it's presented from character development, from the captain's point of view.
Yeah.
What's Tom Cruise's character's name?
Captain Algren.
Captain Algren. From where he started to where he ended is very dramatic.
Well, at the beginning, he hates himself because of what he did.
Yeah.
Right. He slaughtered the Native Americans when he was with General Custer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he hates himself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so they say, come over and help us train our army in Japan. And he doesn't, he hates himself. And so now he's trying to train men to kill their own men, right? To kill their own, training Japanese to kill Japanese.
Yeah.
Right. And that hurts him. And then he gets taken with them and, sees their way of life.